guys, today we're going to talk about popcorn.
Yeah, that's right, homies. Today we're going to be talking about P-O-P-C-O-R-N.
I had to think about that.
I know, I saw that look on your face. Because for some reason, a lot of people don't grow popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, everyone does sweet corn, but no one does popcorn. And popcorn is, it's America's #1 snack.
Oh my.
It is. It is the most eaten snack food in the United States of America. And it's eaten at every kind of movie theater all over the world, right?
So what we're going to be doing in some of these videos coming up right now is to let you guys know it's not the time for relaxing. Right now is the fall. You're getting your Back to Eden garden ready for next year. If you haven't never done a Back to Eden garden, you're starting to lay the groundwork for it. Putting down your straws, your grasses, your wood chips, and all that stuff. You're figuring out what you're going to be growing. You're planting your fall garden for this year. You're figuring out what you're going to be growing for next year's spring garden. Getting your seeds in order and getting ready for that. So don't just kick back and think, oh, we're at the end of the year and now we can just relax. We're always in the planting stages. We're figuring out what we're going to be growing, and we're going to bring you some videos maybe that are going to spark your interest on things you should grow in the garden next year. And popcorn is a big one.
It is. It is. When we first got here and, we were doing our little thing, living, off grid and homesteading.
Is that what we do?
Yeah, our little thing. We would go and I would look at the gardens that the Amish had and all that, and they would have like fields,
rows and rows of popcorn.
Fields, because they live
They
on
always
the
have
popcorn.
10 kids too.
Yeah,
so.
they have a lot of popcorn. So I thought, I want to grow popcorn because, you know what, when I moved here, I had no idea. I thought popcorn.
She thought it came from the movie theaters.
No, I thought it just was like regular, like sweet corn, I guess.
Yeah,
and
you just
popped
popped
it. Yeah, I had no idea.
It's actually its own strand, right?
Right, it's popcorn, and it's non-GMO. You can't.
Right,
you
can't GMO popcorn. Well,
modify
they
popcorn.
probably
Yeah.
could, but there's no interest in doing it.
So, we decided to do it. And then the big thing is when you do popcorn, and we've done it the past 5 years, we've tried all different kinds,
Yeah.
like the blue popcorn,
All
we done the
heirloom.
white popcorn,
Yeah.
we did the strawberry popcorn, and I kind of really like the strawberry popcorn.
Yeah.
They're smaller little things like
Sure.
this guy, but it has a really nice taste. But we try it to get a different flavor, I guess, every year. And this
We always
year,
try.
I just had gotten and I don't even know what this kind is, we had gotten from the Amish. And she just
That's
gave
the hairy
me,
popcorn.
yeah, she just gave me, this is all you have to keep for your seeds, and then when it's time to plant, I just pop them off and put them in plantings. This is how I keep
Direct
it.
sow.
Right, very easy. You can plant, if you get a good popcorn, it's a fresh popcorn, you could plant the kind you get at the grocery store, too.
Yeah,
You can try.
They do spray them though. There are certain chemicals that they put on store-bought
Get
popcorn.
it organic,
keep
a
it
good
fresh.
kind, that
Right.
comes from a good company, because I know depending where you live, where you're local to, there's a lot of locally bagged popcorn that you can get from your area. I know at a lot of our stores we have one, and and those would probably be fine to plant.
Oh.
Someone's in our house.
It's kind of windy. The cool front finally blew in, so I guess it's going to be fall officially now, which is really good for us. We've been waiting on it.
Yeah.
So what else you got about popcorn?
Well, it is the #1 snack food.
You want to plant it so far away from your sweet corn. Do you remember how far it is?
Yeah, like 250 feet, 300 feet or so. You want to make sure you have plenty of space because you don't want them. What it'll do, it'll mess up. It'll be tougher. You'll have a tougher corn.
It'll cross-pollinate and it'll be fine.
Because we
won't
did that
be
too our first year.
Yeah.
We put our corn and our popcorn too close together.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work as well.
I'm still picking it out on too.
That's right. But yeah, make sure you have, and then you need to have at least a couple rows when you do plant it.
Yeah, for sure, because they want to pollinate. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
You always, any kind of corn, you always want to plant 2 rows minimum.
And did you guys know?
Did you?
Which state in the United States produces the most popcorn?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Who's he? Arnold Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
And Iowa is
So
like
you
the close
Nebraskans.
second.
You Nebraskans, I think it was like 250 million, right?
Yeah, which I'm surprised because
Pounds of popcorn.
Missouri makes a lot of corn. I was surprised that we weren't. We might be in the top 5, but I was surprised we weren't.
Actually, where we lived, Orville Redenbacher had like fields all around
They
here.
didn't. They just got a hold
They
of the
grew it
farmer
for
who
World.
owns it, and
Yeah.
they grew it for them.
Yeah. So, and then it's just crazy. You talk to people, and I mean, even people around here, no one grows popcorn anymore.
Yeah.
So come on, you guys, you have to help us out, and everyone needs to start making their own and growing their own popcorn because it's
Help us
so
out.
easy.
How does it help us out?
Because I talk to so many people and nobody pops popcorn, or not pops, grows popcorn, and you guys need to start growing
A lot of
popcorn.
people pop popcorn. What are
They
you talking
pop it,
about?
they eat it, but you need to grow it because it's easy.
How many calories is it?
I don't know, it's very low in fat. I don't know exactly, but I mean it's lower in calories.
Because how much butter and sugar you
Cook it.
slap all over it?
Yeah, good grass-fed butter or coconut oil is a great way to eat it. It's a very healthy, nutritious snack.
Yeah.
I approve of it.
So when did it really start taking off? It was like, didn't it have like
Here.
a surgence and then it slowed down and then it really started coming back?
Yeah, because I always used to think, how come, people would eat popcorn and then for years and years no one ate popcorn. I guess it started like towards the end of the 1800s. It was started kind of, getting popular until
Getting
about...
popular? Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it was getting popular, and they, I guess in the 1800s they started growing a lot of the maize crops and corn crops, and they just started cultivating it more and more. And then during
It was big time during
Depression.
the Depression.
and then when we had regular like talking movie pictures, right? The talking movie pictures, people would come into the theater. And I guess they wanted their snacks. And so people were selling popcorn like on the streets or like in little stores around there, and they would bring it into the theaters. So the theater people thought, well, hey,
Money
So
maker.
I think they started selling it, and then it was kind of messy, and they didn't want to sell it, but then they were losing their business. They could make more money, so they eventually brought it back into the theaters. And then during the Depression, you could get popcorn cheap. So it could really feed a large family very, very cheap. And then during World War II, everybody, we were sending all the sugar overseas to our troops, so people were starting to eat more and more popcorn. So then, guess what happened in the 1950s?
It's a feel-good food. What is it?
Television.
Oh, the devil's box.
Yeah, the television was invented, and then popcorn just went and hit the skids, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess because nobody wanted to pop popcorn at home. It became a hassle. Until...
Right, they thought, let's sit at home and watch TV and not go to the movies anymore. So movie theaters didn't do good. And
But it started getting popular at home when...
you used to do what? Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Yeah. And then microwave popcorn.
Yuck!
No, not good, not good. But now you're seeing more of a resurgence in popcorn now because you can eat it, cook it with good oil, coconut oil.
It's a good healthy snack.
Right.
No GMOs. Also, you just let it dry on the husk.
Let me show you guys.
If it stays dry, in the fall in your area, just leave it on there till it totally dries out, and then you take it off, and then you just start peeling it off of the husk and putting it into the bowls.
So
And then we put them in.
here, it's
Jars.
dry, and then you just peel it off here, and then you want to let it cure. We put it. You guys could save these, or you can buy the bags too, but burlap bags are a must to have. And so we just stick them in the bag, and I'll just stick them someplace cool and dry, for however long. You can just check them, even when it was on the husk. A lot of ours is already dry, and it's ready to pop. I just get a bowl, and then here it is, and I just pop it off with my finger, like so.
It sounds like it's popping right now.
And see, this is ready to go. I mean, I can just tell how it is. And then you go ahead and get your, oil and then pop it outside or inside or wherever you pop your popcorn.
Now, a good
There
place
you
to
go.
get seeds if it's your first time ever starting out, because once you start your popcorn, you'll have
You'll
seeds
have it
forever.
forever.
And then you
So-
guys can seed swap. If one friend gets this particular brand of popcorn strawberry, the other one gets a different one, then you guys at the end of the season can swap seeds, and then you can grow the varieties. You guys just got...
Cuckoo.
Man, that's been happening. So that's good, and then you just let it dry, and it's ready to go. But it's good to. Oh, I was going to say we order ours too from Baker Creek. It's just a good.
Yeah, whenever I want to
resource
try a different,
Right.
kind of popcorn. But it is so easy, and it is like the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, these are your seeds. I mean, they just go. And popcorn can last. I mean, they
We
found
had
it
some.
in the tombs
Well, we had some that we
for
I think
years.
2 years.
Yeah,
3
I mean,
years,
no. It was a long time.
Right.
Because it just has to have a certain moisture content. So a lot of times they say, and I haven't had to do that, but if your popcorn's kind of dry and it won't pop, you need a moisture content of like 12 or 13%.
Would you just missed it, or is it
You
too
put
bad?
a little, a few drops of water in your
Right.
jar, shake it up, and then it should help it pop if it doesn't pop. But I mean, I just love it, and I want more people to start growing popcorn.
Yeah,
Come
she's on
on,
a
guys.
popcorn brigade.
I
So
know.
if you guys have grown popcorn and you have some popcorn and you want to swap us, get a hold of us and we'll send you some of ours and you send us some of yours and we'll try it out next spring.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun.
So that's
Yeah.
cool. So this is Off Good with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
And I'm Stacy.
And we're a poppin'.
We're popping.
Catch you guys on the next
See you
one.
guys.
Hey, this is for all the homies who stayed to the end of the videos. It's September 27th, Tuesday, and tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, we'll be on with Full Spectrum Survival. Brad got a hold of us. We're going to be doing a live show with him tonight, and in that live show, we're going to have a giveaway. So you guys, I'll see you guys over there. The link's down in the description box.